Hey, it's Sean. I'm back on. This is video number 3, I believe, part 2 of this little wildland experiment. Uh, if you weren't watching last time, the Capitar attacked me while I was trying to defeat this wildlands. I fought the major wildland boss, which was in the middle of the territory, which has happened twice now. So I'm thinking that maybe one of the middle things is always going to be the boss in a wildland, in a cave wildland. Can't really confirm that though. I should be able to put 2 more units in this city, so I will put Lady Irene in so I can use Titan's Breath, which is just devastating. Although they actually have a natural counter because they have so many knights on their side. 1 knight in that stack. Alright, they don't have as many knights in the south, but their northern offensive has a lot of knights. So I'll be able to rock these guys if they come near me. That's interesting. This town has almost no production. Grain 3, materials 2. Why even bother? Why bother building a city with less than 4 grain and less than 3 materials? I'm sure that there was a better spot somewhere around here. But oh well, that's the AI for you. It's still going to give me a lot of metal, which is all I really need. Okay, so what do I need to build here? Bakery, actually. That's... Oh, -1 materials would put me at 1 materials, though. Then I'd have to buy everything. So, I will build a blacksmith. Because it looks like I already have the workshop and all that stuff set up. Didn't I just click blacksmith? Oh well. So, where do I want to snake this city? That's the first question every player asks. Oh, I can put 1 more unit in there. So you don't want my weakened units in the battle at all, because hero will gain another injury, and a regular train unit will just be dead. There's no reason to do that. So I'll send these guys back to New Hollis to repair and recoup. And that battle looks like it's pretty solid. I never did check out my build options here. Well, it's because I only have 1 build option. Farmer's Market. Farmer's Market's always a good buy. Even if you only get +1 Gildar per turn, it doesn't have a maintenance. Very smart play, in my opinion. Okay. Plus, if I build a building here, that's 1 more tile that I never have to worry about. Okay, so one of the strategies I'm going to have to keep is I have to defend at least 1 of these wildlands, because taking the last one will complete the quest and give you special items, as far as I know. That's the way wildlands are supposed to work anyways, in case people didn't realize. They don't all work that way, for some reason. I'm not really sure what the deal is. Okay. Master Bow. Okay, these guys, what the frack are they doing? I told them to go into this city about 10 turns ago. Apparently, sometimes units just need that extra little push. Okay, here we go. They actually attacked me. This is the first for the AI to attack one of my cities. Normally, they sit on the outside of my city and assume that I will come out and attack them where they have a bonus. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, this is one of my favorite maps, because if you look at this, I can put a unit on basically straight across here in an edge formation, and so they have to put a unit here, unit here, unit here, unit here, and I sort of have like an L wall to deal with. And then I can flank them. So I'll get many more attacks than they will. Shite. Okay, I have 1 city militia here. Let's see what my city... Yeah, my city militia gets a mace, but no armor. That's not very balanced. I don't know why the devs would think that city militia is overpowered and shouldn't get the armor technology you've researched, because that is clearly not the case. Alright, so now I have to make a choice. Do I want to kill the pioneer that shouldn't be in the army? The Featherwind archers, that's a definite yes. You always kill the enemy archers first. Whoa, 94 attack. So yeah, if you don't bring armor to the battle and I have masterwork bows, you're totally fracking dead. Alright, a scout in the army. That's another useless thing, shouldn't be in the army. Spear Maiden, Spear Maiden, Spearman. Oh, who's better attack here? Attack 50, attack 58. Well, you're closer to my front lines, so unfortunately you have to die first. 81 damage. And these longbows are really worth the extra cost. So you can go there. Spacebar, spacebar. Alright, spacebar. See, look at this. It's so perfect. Every time they just stop short. And now I can choose if I want to tank this, if I think that I'm not going to win each battle, or I can just pick off the most threatening units and attack myself. Or attack with melee. No reason to attack yourself. Boom. See, look at this. They're never going to get past me. And the longer the turns go on, I can sneak units out to the edge if I need to. So, Spear Maiden has 2 moves, 1, 2. I can move there. I hope that the AI is as smart as I am when it comes to unit movement. See, this city militia, he doesn't need to be up front. No reason to block this tile for this novice spear when the time comes. But basically, my masterwork bows are the ones winning this battle right now. It's a large map, large armies. The enemy didn't bring any archery, and thus was defeated. See, and even me, I don't know if the AI should do this, but I still just hold the line. There's no reason to go anywhere away from the city during a battle if you have archers. Never should be done. Alright, so here's the second attack on Yolan Town. So this time, I got an open battlefield, which is nice that there's some variety between maps, because in that last one, the map was totally situated to my advantage. Also, I noticed that the towns seem to be a little more in-depth and interesting in tactical maps. And this is a lot of fun to look at, because you can't usually get this close and sort of really notice all the detail in the regular game. It's a lot of fun. So, this army is a scout, shouldn't be here. Knights of Capitar. These guys have the charge. I think they do anyways. Yeah, they have charge, plus 3 moves and initiative. So, they have 6 moves on the first turn, or possibly 9 moves, I'm not really sure. Let's think about this. That's plus 1 move, so that would be 3 move stock, plus 6 on first turn. So yeah, they're going to have 6 moves. So they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means they're going to be able to hit my front line in their first strike. Which is nice that the AI finally gave me my melee in the front line. So what I want to do is... let's see. They have 1, 2, 3 Knights of Capitar, Spear Maiden, Spear Maiden. I just want to sit tight, because I really just need to defend my archers. I'm going to take some hits, but this is their last army attacking, so it's not going to matter too much. Also, for some reason, their Knights of Capitar... They get plus 3 initiative, but... they're carrying a Warhammer, which is minus 3 initiative. Very bad very bad unit design. Game design's great, because the Warhammer matters so much, but this charge initiative bonus is negated by this Warhammer. I'm sure that they could have used an axe instead, or even a battle axe, and had a better initiative chance, which would have been ideal. Very dumb move, because now I can wipe out their front line with my archers. And my archers, let's take a look at my archers one more time. I dote on my archers. Tarth love archers. Okay, so I have charge, plus 3 moves in initiative on first turn of combat. Pretty much a given for an archer. Even though you won't use the move bonus, it actually gives you a huge advantage to be able to move to the very back of the map if you don't have the strongest melee units or tanks. Fast, plus 2 initiative. Bloodthirsty, plus 25 attack on all damaged units. So if I would have used Pillar of Flame before they attacked me, I would be doing an extra 25% damage. Pretty much one-hit kills. And then Enduring, plus 10 defense when below 50 hit points. So really they have some great defenses, plus their leather-clad armor. Accuracy 19. I give some pretty good bonuses, because humans only build units in one large city that has a huge production value, usually your capital. Now most people think, oh, well, you need your capital to build buildings, but really, it's worth it to sink money into rush buying buildings and just build your units out of one thing, where you can put all your enchantments, and you can put all your sorry, I lost my train of thought. You can put all your enchantments, and you can put all your buildings like training camp to get extra accuracy and such. One thing that sucks is train units never get a crit. And crit, you have to get plus 10 accuracy, and then you roll your crit die. And if your crit die rolls higher than their crit die, then you get to do a crit. It's very difficult to crit, and train units can't even do it. In my opinion, since it's so difficult to crit in the first place, you should give units an ability to crit, but just don't let it get overpowered like it can be with assassins. But even assassins at this point in the game, the way it's balanced, won't do it. They rarely get crits. Alright, so, unfortunately, yeah, they didn't get their first strike that they wanted. And their archers, stroke of luck, hit my city defenders, which doesn't matter at all to me. Except, on the level that I don't want anyone to die unnecessarily. But, even then, those guys are my favorite choice for letting people die. Alright, 2 damage. Nice try, Scout. Oh, a second Scout. Yeah, 3 damage. Alright, that's not going to matter at all. So then I'll take out their archers. Yeah. Also, those are you longbow archers. They should have hit my archers. There's no reason for them not to, because they would pierce right through my armor. It would have seriously damaged me, and I would have had to have healed for a few turns while I was just sitting around anyways. It would have been slightly annoying, and I might have noticed. But as it stands, all they did was kill a city militia, and nothing bad happened. Yep. See ya. Alright, another properly defended city. Knights of Capitar, no, really their strongest thing. Okay, so this is oh, okay, there's another army to fight, but I have the advantage again. So yeah, they're really sending a huge army at me. Huge army of pioneers and scouts, but a huge army nonetheless. I think what their tactic might be here, or at least this is what Frogboy assumed would happen, is since they have these huge stacks that were able to defeat the Empire, they assume they'll attack me and they'll win as well. But when I defeat these ones, they have so much resources saved up from their previous wins, they'll be able to come back to me a second time with far superior equipment. Now, if that's something that's planned, or just sort of one of those Murphy's Law random happenstances, Frogboy only knows, but the upshot is, I have a huge advantage, and the more units they actually send at me, the larger my advantage will be in the next battle, because I don't plan on upgrading any of these units. I'm just going to continue to use them and assume that city defense is going to work properly. Yeah. Actually, it would be smart to put out tons of 1, 2, they can hit me there. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yes, I'd be really smart to put out tons of master bows. Master bows are really important to my strategy right now. I don't really need this many melee units. I just need lots of bows. Alright. So, wipe that out. Wipe that out. And there's a sort of a nice balance, I think, to archery, because these are the in-game unique tech bowmen, and they're only getting, what, 2 shots each, so I'm really having to stack an army to get the bonuses I want. Now, I do think that the magic part of the game should open up some opportunities to get less initiative penalties, but it makes sense that what I'm doing right now is winning, but it's only winning because I'm using a defensive strategy. Yep, this is pretty much what happened last time. I took a few points of damage, and then just basically had to clean up. Alright. Wonder how many more times they're going to attack. They are really bringing the pain here. This is another interesting thing, is I don't have any mages here, so I can't cast spells to sway the outcome of these battles. It's just what I brought and what they brought, which is probably how it should be. Alright, so he'll have 1, 2 moves. I'm going to have to use my L formation here. Hit there, he'll be able to hit there. Is that an enchantment? Oh, they brought ice spears with them this time. See, that's the thing. As far as opportunity cost goes, I don't have a lot of heavy armored units, so those spears aren't really doing that much extra for them, and they're probably costing a lot of crystal. So if they can afford it, they can afford it, but it's not really going to be a game winner for them. Featherwind archers die. Yep. Mages die. Man, the way I spec these master bows is really what's going to win this battle for me. One cool thing is that the AI had this bug, at least in 0.77, I hope they kept it, where the AI would just start using my own unit designs in the next game. So the better I make my bowmen, the harder it's going to be for me to fight bowmen in the next game. 1, 2... So he'll get an attack on me, so I'll move him back 1. Yeah, this is fun. Spearman, Spear Maiden. Take out the maidens. Yep. Another win. I really wish I had an extra master bow and 1 less novice spear, but it's actually working just fine this way. And I can take on a much stronger foe than I am now without much trouble. Okay, so this should be, what, the last or the second to the last army, I'm guessing. This is really taking a long time. Nope, they've still got more. Wow. I mean, it would actually be funny if I lost this battle, because I've been talking about how the enemy they have all these units, but they never attack with a wave mentality. And this is actually kind of proof that wave attacks only work if you can do damage, and since my archers are so much better, they can't do damage. This is a lot of fun. right now. I mean, this is pretty much the epic battles that I've been trying to create since I got War of Magic. It's finally happening. I really need to worry about those mages, because they're the ones that are going to do actual damage to my units. I think that a mage attacks versus spell resistance instead of armor. If that's not the case, it should be, and there should be a fix about that, because that makes more sense. You shouldn't have your armor attack or be a defense against fire or cold damage, because essentially those attacks are exactly the same as anything else otherwise. It should be spell resistance, and any fire or cold resistance you have should reduce it by whatever percentage the resistance is. But I'll trust the devs for now to fix that right. Alright, I did break a little bit of my formation here. Not too major. Ha! Yes. Use your scout to attack my city militia. There is no more irrelevant move on the battlefield than what you just did. And the AI has no idea. Like, in their mind, they're flanking me. But I don't think that the AI has any way to tell that their flank is going to be totally unsuccessful. Just made a pretty big mistake, but fortunately their spears are still flanking me. I wonder if the AI has realized that a frontal attack doesn't work in this situation, and that's why they're going along the side. But wow, there's still more battles to come. I mean, no wonder they beat the Empire if this is the level of attacks they're using. This is pretty impressive. They've actually gotten my Novice Spear down to 71 damage, 125, and the rest of them are doing fine. Stay where you're at. Okay. Eventually, I would think that they would send an enemy composition with more bows. See, like these two pioneers, if those were mages or bowmen, I would lose a lot more units, and they would eventually win. But because I'm getting lucky and their unit compositions are so bad in these armies, I'm just going to be able to pick them off essentially every single round. And I can always put my city militia out as fodder because they just respawn. They don't need to heal at all. Then move that one back, that one over. Alright. So you'll attack him. See, this is the end of their army. You'll get 1, 2 moves. Now imagine if I had a anything better than Novice Spear here. Novice Spear is one of my worst units. If I had a tank unit at all available, this would be 10 times harder for them to defeat me, but as it stands, they can't defeat me anyways, so it's moot. Also, now that I've been testing this battle for so long, it does appear that every other time I'll get an open field, and every other time I'll get the tree map. So there's 2 possible maps in this situation. Wonder how true that stays. Yeah, okay, another attack. Wow, this is amazing. I'm glad I cut up the video instead of putting them both together. It would take forever to upload. Alright, Spearmen, 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 Knights of Calder, Spear Maiden. So, I'm going to alter my strategy slightly, just because there's so much melee on the field. Move these guys to the edge. focus on their spearmen. Oh, I forgot about their Knights of Calder, but honestly, they're pretty weak. It looked like it was only a group of 3. They probably don't have enough horses, or at least they didn't when they trained these units. Alright, so there's still flanking left. I wonder if they always flank left. I've never seen the AI flank right. It could be like NASCAR. They just don't understand the concept. Oh, alright. This Spear Maiden is in chainmail, which is extra cutting defense. Probably won't affect anything. So you're 2 moves away, you're 1. You're a bit... See, these Spear Maidens have an ability to attack me. So I need to reduce the threat. Alright. Hopefully, I can do this. Yes, okay. 1, 2 moves. So they'll be able to replace that unit, which means I can't attack it. Wow, this is really getting stressful because it seems like every round they're getting just a little bit closer to being able to hit me. And once they start hitting me, this wave strategy will actually work. But fortunately, they've only been to do very minute amounts of damage. I can probably heal this in a few turns, as long as there isn't another wave coming. Alright, that's it. That was the Siege of Yolentown. I think I just weakened them by about 100 points of faction power. By taking all that damage in. Oh, look at this. They're really just gonna march all the way to my pioneers. That's the only thing they give a crap about, is hitting these pioneers up here. Or at least that's what appears to be the case. So, I will move my pioneers to my rear. Alright, how soon are you guys gonna be healed? Oh! Well, would you look at that? Ooh, one thing that I thought would be cool in the game is to have... Oh, these are my guys that I'm trying to heal. Damn it! This confused me, because there's some heroes in here. It would be nice if every time you got an air shard or a life shard or whatever, it just gave you a sort of a strategic level advantage across the board. Like, +1 life shard should be +1 regeneration well in city limits. Air shard would be I don't know, extra moves in somehow, or extra dodge in own territory. Basically, so that the more that you get, the more strategic bonuses you get that just sort of make your civilization a little bit more magical each time you find one. That would be a really exciting way to do things. Alright, so it looks like the brunt of their attack was to the north, which I'm guessing that's because there was an enemy faction, or something like that way up north, and that's where all their units are funneling out from. Unless the AI is just trying to be sneaky, which is also good. Alright, I don't want to have too many units in here. So, I'll leave the master bows. Those are definitely the best defensive unit. I'll take 1 master bow. Alright, what does that leave the city with? What do we got here? See, this is one of the dilemmas that people are talking about on the forums. Uh, there's a master bow here with only 5, because I built him before I was able to build squads, and so now he gets absolutely no way to upgrade to having 2 extra units. It should be possible to either retrain or just upgrade to 2 units. But right now the upgrade system is just a little, like you click this and there's a little button here that allows you to upgrade, and it only upgrades, like, if you have 0 armor you can't upgrade to better armor. If you have leather armor you can upgrade to the best types of armor, but there's no scale and there's no choice. It's just get the best of what it has, and it assumes that you want the best armor. But sometimes you just want 1 or 2 items added to a unit group, and it would be nice if we had something along the lines of Galactic Civilizations, where we could upgrade 1 unit into a new unit, like they did with their ships. It's pretty much the same situation. Alright, so as I predicted... Oh, crap. I didn't think about this, but taking that city, built a road from this outpost to that. So they're going to really take that outpost quickly. That's going to be a problem for me. Also, I'm not sure which spell it was, but I wish I had Tireless March. That is one of the best spells in the game, and it's only 1 maintenance. Don't have it, unfortunately. It gives you +1 to movement for whole army, and it also works in strategic levels, so all your units basically become awesome pretty much instantly. I wonder where it's at. Alright, so I've got Lanad here on a warg. Yeah, her constitution did go down. Wait, no, it didn't. Her constitution stayed at 13, and her spell resistance only went up because I cast Courage, which is +5 spell resistance. So the Touch of Darkness spell is not working. It's casting, it's just not affecting the units, I don't think. Let's see. Constitution is 7. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Spell resistance 30. So, somebody mentioned before that yeah, okay, so I lost Constitution and I gained Intelligence, which is great because I'll level very quickly now. I think I have, yeah, plus 50% bonus to experience, which is great. But my Constitution is pretty much at 0 now. And the reason is because I was casting Touch of Darkness several times on Lanad, but for some reason it only casted it on the Sovereign, possibly because it thought the Sovereign was casting it, which is really unfortunate because I don't mind having low Constitution on a single mage that never gets hit anyways. But Lady Irene is a fighter. A fighter that now has very, very low health. Let's see what her health is. 57 health. She should have at least 100, 200 health. Something like that. But she's got low-level unit health, which means that one group of archers, if they get lucky, is going to kill her in 1 shot. It's very, very unfortunate. I'm really annoyed that happened. There needs to be some clarity. When you click Touch of Darkness, it should say cast spell on unit, like every other enchantment in the book. I don't know why it doesn't do that. Probably going to make a slight mod so that it does. Every time that one of the bugs is too annoying, I just mod it out. No reason to play with it if you don't have to. Alright, so what do I have here? These units. We'll go north. I'm going to lose that outpost. I won't lose the engineers. Bow. Huh, this is funny. He's only level 7, and it says that it's the bow's army for some reason. Even though, actually, he's higher level than that bow. I think it's because his health is so low. Alright. How many archers do I have in this group? Looks like mostly melee. Got one archer, apprentice mace, and 2 heroes. So, I don't need these melee units. Put them back in this city. Okay. It's actually an interesting situation that the AI has put me in. I now have to choose between letting their sovereign and like 2 weaker armies go north and possibly cause havoc, wipe out an outpost, and delete some roads, which I've been able to get upgraded, although it isn't clear why these are now trails instead of paths. I don't know why. But anyways, oh, I've got a pioneer hiding up here too. Hopefully he doesn't get targeted. Or she, I should say. Alright. Sorry, this is a really long turn, but when you're at war, turns take longer because if you make a mistake and you don't accept loads to fix mistakes, it really matters what happens. Not to get too preachy. Alright. Yep, they attacked as well, which means that 0.86 fixed the AI, because in 0.85 the AI was much more cowardly when it came to attacking. So they've got 1 mage, 2 mage, 3 mage, and Feather 1 archer. Knights of Capitar, Scout, and the Spirit Maiden in their very back. So now the my units need to take the initiative, so to speak, or else I might lose this battle. But Feather 1 archers are the most dangerous. They have longbows, which totally ignore my armor, or 66%. But really, if you're taking away 2/3 of my armor, and my armor is only 9, then yeah, I don't have any armor. It's the way that you should pretty much look at it. I actually think it would be better for you longbows if they got to fire more often, but only got 33% penetration. Oh, that's the first time a mage has ever been able to successfully attack me. Probably gonna be the last time too. Alright, so they did... No, they did some pretty good damage. I'm taking into account that there's probably 1,000 more units coming after me soon. Might have to start casting regeneration, which is +3 per turn health on my archers. That would pretty much secure the battle, I think. Also, every time I had a weak opponent, it would heal all my units. Which is an interesting way to do health. Most games make you specialize a unit to be the healer, and then that unit can be attacked. But on this one, you can cast regeneration, which is a pretty expensive spell, but if you have the life shards to support it, you can just sort of mess around at the end of a battle and heal up all your units all the way. It's a pretty good system. Except it can easily be gamed, which is an issue. Although, I'm going to move these guys out of the pocket this time. So, Feather 1 archer die. Feather 1 archer die. I like the name Feather 1. I might start using that. Actually, probably if I play a different faction. I'm never going to play Capitar, though. They're my mortal enemy. Huh, my city militia for this group has more units in it, I think, than the last one did. Nope, 5. 5 is how many they get. They should be getting 7 since I have better technology, but I'm not going to complain. I'm winning every battle. One thing I think that makes a lot of sense is to have your Tower of Dominion give you an extra 2 or 3 city defenders, so that capitals can have some better defenses. Because as it stands, you can't defend capitals unless you put units in them, and so the AI always puts units in their capitals, which effectively means that they can't use those units out in the field, and it sort of creates that situation where the AI is building a whole bunch of weak wave units and not really leveling them that much, whereas the human is only building a few units and trying to create these stacks of doom that can easily kill, like I just did. I think I killed, 10 armies there? It was a relatively simple maneuver. I just had to keep on winning, and every time I won, I got, level ups. Okay, this battle's going to be a bit longer than I thought, too. They must have brought in some reinforcements on this turn. See, look at that. They all focused on my city militia because he has no armor, which is another problem. Because he has no armor, because they don't give you any defense on your city militia, the AI will never attack my novice spears, which means my novice spears won't take any damage, and this guy can just keep on respawning. It's a total exploit. Alright. Do they have archers? They have a lot of pioneers. Good thing they brought those pioneers with them. It's the standard issue in every AI army. It's pretty useless. We're focusing on their spearmen just because they have no armor. I want to make sure I get insta-kills. Ha! Yes, go ahead and take that city militia. That's the right move. And your army's dead. See, if any of their other armies would have been doing anything useful during these battles... Oh, look at that. I didn't take that much damage last time, but because my Master Bow leveled, it gave me 93 out of 139 health. Pretty annoying because it's going to take forever to heal that. But actually, it's probably pretty good game balance, so that you're not leveling and then getting a huge amount of health from leveling, and then the defenders will just always be infinitely powerful. Even though, arguably, these defenders are infinitely powerful. Alright, I'm going to split this video up because it's taking so long. I didn't realize these attacks would be so long. I'll be back in a sec.